Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is Divine Eyed Mystic Tarot, back with another general reading for my beautiful and handsome collective. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hugs and kisses to you. Hopefully, you all are doing well, blessed, and highly favored, staying beautiful and handsome as ever. You know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Keeping it all the way 100 over here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is a general reading. Any sign can be significant. Everybody journey is different when it comes to your calling, your purpose, all right? Your timeline. Everybody's is different, all right? So wherever this reading fits into your timeline, it's different for somebody else. This entire reading may not resonate with you, all right? And that's okay. Maybe next time, maybe some other reader, all right? But overall, hopefully the message resonates and or is helpful. Or you get in this thing for the five. Strictly up to you. All right? But we're going to pull a few cards, get a message out. But overall, hopefully the message resonates. All right. We'll do one more shuffle and then we're going to split the deck and see what we're working with. So I split the deck on the Chariot and Judgment. So there's some forward movement here when it comes to someone making some type of, what's this song? Making my way downtown. He in that song called White Chicks. And I love you, and I need you. I could love you know that song? 'Cause I walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you. Yeah, somebody said they just want to see you, child. Somebody ready to go on this journey. This is forward movement. Could be, going through some type of awakening when it comes to them, reflecting, doing some shadow work, or just, going toward their inner calling, wanting to be forgiven. They ready to face some challenges, go on this journey, dealing with some things they know is going, it comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes with the journey. Cancer be dealing with a Libra. Water, fire. Somebody can have water in their chart. It could be a water sign dealing with a fire sign. Or somebody water, could have fire in their chart. But somebody's, dealing with the fact that they are wanting to go on this journey. It could be possibly under judgment when it comes to them, some awareness or something like that. Getting answers, getting clarity, but, overall wanting to be forgiven. Whether it's with you, whether it's, them forgiving themselves, etc. You know what I'm saying? But they tying up some loose ends, starting with themselves, clearing out some finished things that they may not have, worked on in the past, but something is long overdue, but they were ready to face some challenges, whatever they may be. So somebody moving forward, it's some forward movement, the Chariot. What does my collective need to know? What's the message for my collective? What do they need to know? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Somebody was in the closet the whole time. Yeah, because on the back of it, it says things will be balanced out. He was in the closet the whole time. But the flip side is things will be balanced out. Anything else? Anything else? Next card. Stagnant and making excuses to delay taking action. Stagnant and delaying whatever it is to take action. Like this could be a 10 of swords in reverse. 2 of swords. Shit, hell, 8 of swords. But it didn't come out. Anything else? You got marry me in reverse. Somebody could be, thinking of that. That could be something that somebody was thinking about doing, or is it something that somebody may have changed their mind about doing, or they were thinking of doing. This is maybe something that they keeping close to their chest, or like something they still contemplating on. Next card, now doing new love interviews, but it's in reverse. Let's clarify. Let's start with this. He was in the closet the whole time. Clarify, he was in the closet the whole time. Who was this? Clarify, he was in the closet the whole time. Why was he in the closet the whole time? Why was he in the closet the whole time? Who was this? He was in the closet the whole time. It's too much. Why was this person in the closet the whole time? He was in the closet the whole time. Why? Clarify. He was in the closet the whole time. 4 of Cups with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Like somebody was, maybe, like off imbalanced, or just, you know, especially if this person had an inability to commit to anything or make a commitment. Four Cups, they may have rejected your offer, especially if they, were giving you a lot of mixed signals or something like that. Two of Pentacles in reverse. With the Victory with the Fool. Wheel of Fortune, Five of Wands. And he could be a she. It doesn't have to be a masculine just because the card says he. But it could be a she as well. But this could have been somebody, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a Cancer, but, I split the deck on Cancer and Libra. With the Chariot. And the Judgment. So this could be, somebody that may have been dealing with a missed opportunity, or, when it comes to them possibly, being, feeling like this disconnect. Like if you felt like there was a disconnect between you and this person, or the fact that they may have felt like, it was, some type of boredom or something like that, or, just them feeling like they I ain't gonna even say it was a missed opportunity. I feel like it's, this person just feeling like this feeling of disconnect. But it's given like somebody, doing, carrying on, but also, sending mixed signals. Like I feel like somebody, rejected somebody's offer. Because this Two of Wands in reverse, this is like somebody doing like a lot of juggling, but it also, it was the reason why somebody was having commitment issues, like, sticking to something, that may have been a win. You know what I'm saying? Like they may not have known, something, may work out, or how something would have panned out, if they would have followed suit. You know what I'm saying? That they would have followed through with something and was able to make, a decision, especially if they felt like, they had too much it's like too much chaos going on as far as them making a decision. Like something was going to be reckless. You know what I'm saying? Like something was going to be a bunch of chaos. Especially in their energy. Five of Wands, like with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, like somebody had a lot of, things they were battling within, but also, things that they felt like, they couldn't really connect to or commit to anyway. Like they couldn't, figure it out, or, wasn't willing to make a decision because of the chaos it came with. Clarify the Four of Cups. He was in the closet the whole time. Clarify the Four of Cups. of Cups. How's it the whole time? It's the Four of Cups. Clarify the Four of Cups. He was in the closet the whole time. What's the Four of Cups? Clarify the Four of Cups. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. You got the Ace of Swords and the Devil. The Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Leo energy. So you got the Ace of Swords and the Devil. Like somebody, got some clear, communication, understanding, enlightenment, answers. Got the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Page of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. So somebody was trapped in their head, like in a lot of fear when it came to moving forward, like taking some action or communicating, whatever it is or was on their mind or what they wanted to do, or the fact that you blocked them, you know what I'm saying, and stop talking to them, seeing them, and anything like that. Especially if like I said, he could also be a sheep. Like somebody could have been involved, with someone on the low, you know what I'm saying, or knew they were around somebody, that took a personal interest in them or you. But it's like they may have been involved with somebody. Let's say it's a masculine, they involved with a feminine that, is in the closet the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Or the fact that somebody was dealing with somebody possibly that they didn't know, vice versa. Like that person that they was with, like, had a interest, you know what I'm saying, in you, man or woman. You know what I'm saying? Just flip the roles. Because I feel like somebody got some answers, like, especially when it came to, like, making a decision because somebody else, may have been refusing to, like, be honest, speak up, say something, you know what I'm saying? But Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, like somebody, is getting some clarity. It's the fact that there's some justice in the situation now. So whatever conflict, something was going to come with, like, that's the justice. Like, it ain't no way around it. Like, whatever this person's addictions is, it led to a lot of chaos. You know what I'm saying? Them having all these other options and, all these other interests, especially when it came to, them battling their demons. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to whatever it was that they felt restricted or they felt limited, you know what I'm saying? Whatever those things were, whatever unhealthy lifestyle they created for themselves, it was like something, ended up being made clear to somebody, what something was about, you know what I'm saying? And to be able to move forward with whatever decision they made. And I feel like that's what caused some type of conflict, or what the conflict was that somebody knew was going to come. Anyway, Two of Pentacles in reverse. So if somebody puts you in some type of competition or some type of dispute, that may have arose, when it came to them taking action, because this is saying delays, making excuses to take action, stagnant. You know what I'm saying? At this point, it's like somebody, not really wanting to do it because they feel like, that's going to be the beginning of some type of chaos, some conflict. You know what I'm saying? Not just within them, but everybody involved. Five of Wands. Like, it's like somebody saying, Chariot in reverse. Like, I'm not gonna make that decision because they feel like they in control of that situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here with this person, but I really want to be over here. I don't know really, how this gonna go if I go over here. But either way, I'm gonna play around over here anyway. Still try to hold down when I got over here, chariot and upright. You gonna have to face whatever that shit is that when you finally do make a decision to go in that direction, whether it's here or there, you still gonna have to face whatever it is. Once that awareness is, once made that awareness known, once reflection, what I'm saying, done been done, like you done reflected, you done looked over something, you know what I'm saying, you going toward whatever it is, may want forgiveness, you know what I'm saying, for the fact that you want to go this route and not this one, or be with this person and not this, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, the inability to commit, not just to a connection or a person, but to the things that matter, or the things that you feel like is going to bring you happiness, and seeing it through. You know what I'm saying? But you got the Ace of Swords with the Devil. Like, somebody knows, you know what I'm saying, whatever addictions they have, whatever restrictions they feel like, whatever limitations that they feel like they are under, like, you done already got some clarity about something, like some clarity or a sound decision already been made. So at this point, it's like, the divine, like, letting somebody know, you know what I'm saying, like, this what it is. Like, if this person ain't aware, it's like somebody else is. Like, you ain't gotta say, but it's like, just know that I'm gonna let my divine know. The divine, like, I'm gonna let my child know. I'm gonna let them know. Yeah. What's the Ace of Swords with the Devil? Clarify the Ace of Swords with the Devil. What's the Ace of Swords with the Devil? Page of Pentacles with the World at the bottom of the deck. King of Wands. Okay. Alright, so listen. What I'm getting is, like, somebody was, like, if somebody ended up, let's just say this, if somebody ended up catching something, right? Somebody got some clarity, some justice in the situation, especially like if they caught something and um they done got a sound decision, like say you went and got some test results or something like that, or somebody, ended up trying to, strategize something or come up with, I'm gonna play this, or using, being a certain way, being this way, you know what I'm saying? May have, whatever they thought they were going to do in order to get the results they wanted or something like that, out of playing both sides, or, trying to, whatever they were doing, like out of depression, or whatever they were doing, out of boredom, with these 4 cups, you know what I'm saying? And whatever cup was being offered, or like whatever, um, somebody would, whoever presented themselves, or however somebody presented themselves to this person, or this cancer, like whatever, they were offering. Somebody may have taken that cup and thinking it, okay, I'm gonna do this, and go this. I'm gonna do this and still be over here doing that, or something like that, or can't even explain it. I'm gonna just give you, the short. It's like somebody ended up getting some clarity, like going to get some test results. So you end up, finding out how you got something. You know what I'm saying? And looking on your this unhealthy lifestyle or something that somebody, is in when it comes to the environment they in, the company they keep. You know what I'm saying? The addictions that they have, whether they sexual, whether they, you know, um, alcoholic, whether they, drug, alcohol related, whether it's, how you say it, like going back to, bad, situations, familiarity, like, a breeding ground for trouble, the environment you're in, the company you keep, the mindset, outdated beliefs, you know what I'm saying, all the above. And it's like somebody knowing that it couldn't have came from this person because this person is faithful. You know what I'm saying? This person, is very calculated. This is, they you may be younger than this person, they may be younger than you or something like that, or this is somebody that's young at heart, you know what I'm saying? But they also are someone that is very faithful. This is somebody trustworthy and things like that. With the world at the bottom of the deck and the King of Wands, it's like somebody saying, well, it couldn't have been this person because the King of Wands is coming off as like a protector, like somebody that's protective, you know what I'm saying? A natural born leader, you know what I'm saying? And it's like somebody saying, well, shit, I'm protected. You know what I'm saying? I want protection or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, somebody actually looking at how something may have affected them, moving forward, when it came to them taking action, you know what I'm saying, with the Chariot. So whatever somebody may have gotten themselves caught up in, dealing with outside people or people on the side or something like that, or going back to um a bad situation or something like that, just because, they got some history with these people, or they trying to keep, some bullshit from coming out, or keep it from coming, um, turning into something that's, how you say it, exposure. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to deal with something quietly. You know what I'm saying? But it's like with the Ace of Swords, it's like some justice done came just out of the fact that the clarity came because of whatever came up in this devil energy. Whatever, this devil energy, brought on, it gave somebody some answers. It was like, how when somebody tell you the only way you could have got this, or the only way, different ways you could have got this. But in your case, your lifestyle. You may not know this other person's. So if they were giving you the breakdown is really, telling you about, take from the breakdown whatever they telling you. Whatever they giving you, the list of things that you could have that could be affecting you or causing this or something like that. You could check out that list, how many of them things is apply to you and how many of them things apply to other people that may be involved in that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, I'm involved in this and this and that, and that probably, is this and this, but that's only because I was involved with this person doing this and this. Now, if they involved with something, outside of everything else on that list, then that's something they got going on, possibly with somebody else. But even if that third party is somebody they juggling, that's more than a third party. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more people. You know what I'm saying? That they done. There's more cups they done drunk from. You know what I'm saying? Or partaking in with this 4 cups. So at this point, it's like when somebody give you the breakdown, it's like you can determine like how much of that applies to you and how much of that may apply to somebody else and how that would apply to somebody else. Like, what would they, you know, what would be going on with them for them to get that? You know what I'm saying? If it was them, oh, they would this, and this. You know what I'm saying? But when you got a gynecologist, they gonna give you the rundown. If you got any weird, what feel like an outlandish question, call your OB. Okay, call your gynecologist, whatever. You know what I'm saying, and ask them questions. Just to keep all, you know what I'm saying. Anything that you may not be aware of in today's time, in real time, that's going on, that surfaces all the time because people stay in the lab cooking up shit. The government stay in the lab cooking up shit. You know what I'm saying? They stay using us to test, all kind of little sexual, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your addictions are, they stay in the kitchen, whipping and whipping it. You okay? So they doing is sitting back taking studies. They sitting back taking numbers. And now you got state after state, you know what I'm saying, telling you, oh, they high over here in this, and this state high over here in that. This state, they known for this now. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, somebody getting results or finding out whatever these symptoms, is about, Ace of Swords, like it gave somebody some clarity, but also some justice in the situation of knowing, like, okay, so it can't be that person because that person, is faithful. This person is coming off as faithful. So you got to have, you know what I'm saying, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? And you may live at a distance from this person with the world. Because this Four of Cups also talks about a disconnect. It could be emotional, it could be mental. But, it can also be physical as well. Because I feel like, at this point, like I said, somebody coming off as like a protector. Faithful. You know what I'm saying? And whatever it is that, they needed to make a sound decision in, when it came to them possibly going in whatever direction, it's like, okay, I could go in that direction with that person because they got a little money, but that person with that money may not be all as faithful as a King of Wands that's coming off as protector, in they standing in their power and a natural born leader and disciplined and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But you got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn out here with the Page of Pentacles and the Devil. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius with the Ace of Swords, and Cancer out here with the Four of Cups. Clarify the Devil by itself. What's the Devil by itself? Somebody could be an earth sign with earth placements too. What's the Devil by itself? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Clarify the Devil by itself. What's the Devil by itself? Clarify the Devil by itself. Temperance in reverse with the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Now Virgo energy. Got Sagittarius out here with the Temperance in reverse. So like I said, somebody was, off balance. Like somebody was in a imbalance. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody was not, they were reckless. Somebody was reckless. I don't know if they do, you know what I'm saying? They get out and do, whatever it is when they bored. But they self-healing. You know what I'm saying? Like this is somebody will find things to get themselves into, to pass the time, to kind of, overshadow what it is they really need to be working on. Like trying to, drown out whatever it is, that's actually, what I'm saying, getting to them, or, what the root of the problem is. You know what I'm saying? But this is somebody, that overindulges. And they got a lot of hastiness about them. Like somebody be quick, you know what I'm saying, to extreme, when they do something. especially when they looking at something to be a solution to something, like whatever it is that they doing something for. Like I said with the Four of Cups, like whatever somebody intentions were, whatever was supposed to come out of whatever they were doing, the action they took, the plans they had, to result in whatever it was they were trying to get out of that. Like it was a missed opportunity, but it's because somebody was overly indulging in other areas of their life and not, finding, balance, when it came to cooperating. You know what I'm saying? Whether you choose to be on this side or that side, you know what I'm saying, of the fence, stay balanced if you're gonna be over there. No matter what side of, people like what side of the bridge you butter. Stay, you know what I'm saying, aware either way. Stay balanced. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to be sure yourself at times, where and when somebody else is affected by that shit, sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? Stop adding more people to the bullshit if you don't want to face whatever the shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is your life. This is, if don't nobody look out, you know what I'm saying, for the other person, don't take it out on somebody else because you fail to want to be made aware, or, you know what I'm saying, deal with the shit as it comes because your responsibility in something. Like, some people can say they can take accountability in private, but won't take responsibility in private at the same time or in public. But then, they want some help. You know what I'm saying? That's why back in the day, you couldn't catch shit without them giving you some treatment and having to tell how you know what I'm saying, what happened, who you were with, who was the last person you was with. You know anything about them? No. But just to even hear yourself saying it because you're trying to avoid outing or, confronting, the situation head on, if not even the person. But recklessly, you can't say, well, I was pissed off with my girl, so I went in that direction, you know what I'm saying, because I was pissed off with them. They pissed me off, so, I went that way. I, did what I did, you know what I'm saying. Now you can't come back from that. Not only is it a betrayal, but you had no consideration for yourself, the person you got involved with, and the other people that you're trying to possibly go back to, you know what I'm saying, that don't even know how reckless you really are. How quick, you know what I'm saying, to not want to cooperate with the universe, but you're ready to go, you know what I'm saying, play God and play judge and jury, you know what I'm saying, to a situation and not have no consideration for the other person or anybody else. Just reckless. Got the Magician at the bottom of the deck with the King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Yeah. And it's like somebody knows that a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they know that they, you know what I'm saying, are very creative, but they also know this is somebody they got a lot of desire for. They got a lot of desire for this person, but they also, this person's willpower. They're resourceful. You know what I'm saying? A master manifester. And somebody, I don't know if they were doing this for money, but it's like, there's a page here, that's faithful, trustworthy, goal oriented, and things like that. But at the same time, like somebody was, possibly, not looking at their options as that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes isn't you're not able to really just know somebody, what I'm saying, for you at the time until you go through some things. Until that your connection is challenged. You know what I'm saying? And somebody may have, held off or was stagnant and giving you an answer when it came to, y'all getting to the next phase or having, some type of forward movement, you know what I'm saying, in a certain amount of time. Especially if a lot of time went by and the vibe was there, but this person wasn't doing anything. Or maybe you and this person lived at a distance and they, you weren't able to really interact with them as much. Or they became distant. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feeling like there's a disconnect there. Like, maybe they made you feel like you wasn't attractive enough or you wasn't doing it for them or something like that. Like I said, he could also be a she, so take it how it resonates. Clarify stagnant and making excuses to delay taking action. Clarify. What was this stagnant? Making excuses to delay taking action. Clarify. Stagnant and making excuses to delay taking action. What was this? Making excuses. Clarify stagnant and making excuses to delay taking action. What's that about? I'm doing this. Stagnant and making excuses to delay taking action. Clarify. You got the Two of Wands with the Page of Cups in the bottom of the deck. Aries with the Two of Wands. So somebody's, got some anticipation, but it also, is talking about them making a decision or, wanting to go on some type of discovery with the Two of Wands. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Hangman. So somebody, they coming up with some type of, they have some type of idea or, something they've been fantasizing about or they, been daydreaming about because this is a dreamer. Like somebody daydreams, but they got some type of, something they want to express, something they want to say. Like some bright new ideas, some, future plans or however somebody, seeing things going between you and them with the Hangman. Somebody gaining, perspective on the situation, especially looking at something different. They could be going through a spiritual, enlightenment. Yeah, somebody faith being tested when it comes to them taking accountability for these lies, deceit, you know what I'm saying? Some type of dishonesty. Stagnant, making excuses to delay taking action. Clarify with the Two of Wands. Stagnant and making excuses to delay taking action with the Two of Wands. Clarify the Two of Wands. Six of Swords. With the Sun. Whoever this is, because somebody see you, as happiness. Somebody sees that you're, happy, now that you done got the truth, or they see you as happiness now that they got the truth. Because, like, now somebody's, exploring. Like, imagining, how they want to get out and go through, go through the motions of finding new ways to express themselves, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the things that they find cheerful, you know what I'm saying, fun, loving, like, that eye opener for them, like whatever it is that made somebody see something differently, but not only that, but like them, using their imagination, you know what I'm saying, um, to express things a lot more than they did. I feel like somebody in the past may not have, um, like somebody in the past may have been easily tricked into thinking, some of the things that they may have been indulging in, or people they've been dealing with, was okay. You know what I'm saying? That was the way to go, or, what's the big deal? Shit, the big deal is, that should make you look like you don't have no control. You know what I'm saying? Like you out of control. It's like somebody that, like I said, they don't have no consideration for other people and how they decisions affect other people, especially those that they really care about them. Because whoever this is that had you stagnant, you know what I'm saying, and making excuses to delay taking action, like somebody now, it's like they making a decision now to go on this discovery, when it comes to them, finding out the truth. And now that they got it, they happy with it. Aries, Leo, Sag, with the two of wands. At the bottom of the deck, you got the sun and Leo energy. So somebody happy with, now that they done found out the truth. And Six of Swords, moved on the calmer waters. Could be getting out traveling, like I said, like, or this is, somebody's way of, having to look at something, from a brighter new perspective, especially when it comes to, like I said, exploring, them things about them that makes them happy. You know what I'm saying? Finding that happiness within yourself, the things that make you rejoice, or, it's worth celebrating. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like somebody didn't have that inspiration at first, or somebody was looking for it in places that, was making everything about what they did even more confusing. That's why I was getting that mixed signals, kind of shit. But, this is how, they obtain the success, this happiness, Nine of Cups. In order to be in this Three of Pentacles, hell yeah. What's the Two of Wands with the Six of Swords? Clarify the Two of Wands with the Six of Swords. Stagnant in institutions taking action. What's the Two of Wands with the Six of Swords? Because I feel like somebody moved on to calmer waters. Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, with their heart wide open. Like somebody was not holding grudges or nothing like that. It's like when you moved on to calmer waters, it wasn't out of anger. It was just out of you, making a decision because somebody else couldn't. Shit, somebody got to do it. Who want to stay stagnant? What's the Two of Wands with the Six of Swords? What's the Two of Wands with the Six of Swords? What's the Two of Wands with the Six of Swords? I can't find it. Clarify the Two of Wands with the Six of Swords. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Like I said, stagnant and making excuses. Inability to commit. It's the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles. The King of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Queen of Cups. Yeah. This person, had, wasn't committing to anything. And it's mainly because this person, had issues that they didn't know exactly how it was going to pan out. But I feel like somebody was afraid of the chaos that would have came with them, finally making a decision. You know what I'm saying? And somebody, was indecisive. Especially if they were saying, I'm over here working, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Somebody, was, especially if they feel like, them working or whatever it was they were working on was more important. You know what I'm saying? Or I can't get away. You know what I'm saying? I'm always working. You know what I'm saying? I'm mastering this, or I'm, trying to get this promotion, trying to get this raise, whatever the case may be. What's the Eight of Pentacles? Like somebody just, trying to stay focused on work, making, whatever they job is, time consuming. What's the Eight of Pentacles? Queen of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So they working hard and are hardly working, but it's the thing about this Queen of Cups is already self-efficient. And I feel like as an empath, this Queen of Cups, somebody already knew this. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, somebody already knew this about a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer. Somebody already knew this. As an empath, somebody already knew this shit. Divine Feminine already knew somebody was making excuses. I already knew that. It may not have wanted you to know that, but I mean, you were already self-efficient. And as an empath, you probably already knew this person making excuses. This person had money. They wasn't working, to do this and do it. Like somebody was already, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was already. I don't know why I'm getting somebody, may have gotten some type of because I'm getting like also that someone, done you mastered yourself. You know what I'm saying? But it's like somebody may have, put a lot of work into themselves. Yeah. It's like somebody saying, I'm over here trying to, make more money, so I can have like this lifestyle for myself. Or I want to be able to provide you, with nice things and stuff like that, so they can celebrate with you and stuff like that. But it's like somebody, was already self-efficient. You know what I'm saying? Something was not about, them providing some lifestyle for you. It's like somebody was Three of Cups, like somebody was celebrating, partying, some other shit. You know what I'm saying? or they seen themselves celebrating with you, like I said. But they could have been, celebrating, partying, you know what I'm saying, going to social gatherings, could have been more into whatever their friendships, consisted of. But then you got the Ace of Pentacles with the Hierophant. Like somebody could have, at this point now, like Pentacles, is picking up, especially when it comes to new beginnings, career, new opportunities, abundance, all that. Is like whatever, was taken, or whatever somebody thought, they were keeping you from getting, or whatever they were saying they were trying to make, or what they were actually doing to delay, like coming towards you to take action or whatever, it's being restored. Whoever this person is, they was somebody, that you may have went out celebrated with, social events, family things, you know what I'm saying? There's a new beginning here, like things are being restored to somebody here. Like whatever seed somebody planted, whatever, you went through moving on, Seven of Swords, Six of Swords. Because I feel like whatever this person was, their inability to commit to, like somebody may have mastered themselves now when it comes to, them working harder. They were focusing on work, making whatever they had going on more about work when it came to this Queen of Cups. But you were self-efficient. It's like this person want to celebrate with you, or they seen themselves celebrating with you, or want to do this with a new beginning. But I feel like the Most High is giving you, restoring what that which was not given to you by this person, like what they didn't come towards you to do. And they may have been listening to outside influences and shit like that with this Hierophant. Clarify married me in reverse. Why is married me in reverse? Why is married me in reverse? Why is married me in reverse? But the Knight of Pentacles with the Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles, King of Cups. So somebody coming in like after ending out a cycle or something like that, um, after some betrayal or something like that with this Ten of Swords. Because this Knight of Pentacles is about consistency. Like, somebody coming in, practical, determined, you know what I'm saying? But also responsible, like a good provider or whatever. When it comes to this Two of Cups. Equal give and take. King of Cups. Yeah, like somebody, want to come in after something that ended, possibly the cycle done closed out, ended in some type of betrayal or something like that, or it was a cycle that needed to be closed out with the Ace of Cups and the Victory. Like this is personal growth for somebody, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's Two of Cups, is you choosing yourself, in a situation. And, giving more and putting yourself first, being, more giving and, you know what I'm saying, generous, when it comes to yourself, like giving back to yourself. But I feel like this is somebody wanting to come in with an offer after, what done happened, you know what I'm saying, because of a personal growth, you know what I'm saying, this awakening, an emotional awakening, like fulfillment. For this Victory, yeah. To the Lovers, I can't make it up. at the bottom of the deck. Child, listen. This is something I feel like somebody keeping, close to their chest, and possibly because of, like I said, the chaos they know it's gonna come with. Because every time I look at this Four of Cups with this devil, it's like, and I'm looking at this makeshift card, child, I'm like, keep seeing that person, like somebody trying to hand this person a cup and they don't want it. And this he could definitely be a she. It could be. Because I feel like somebody, not wanting, to accept, how something, feel now that they done made, a decision. Because I feel like when somebody tried to offer somebody a cup here, like it was the fact that they felt this disconnect there. Like somebody felt, if I get this person this, if I be this way, if I try this, maybe this person, will accept my offer. And somebody could have possibly made somebody feel like they wasn't enough, like they wasn't a turn on, or it wasn't desirable or something like that. And I feel like somebody was maybe not trying to do that, but they also may have, been thinking that they were, trying to show you, that in their own way. But, even that, may have been confusing. Like I said, mixed signals. Clarify new, now doing new love interviews. Why is this in reverse? Because this Four of Cups is also giving like somebody not accepting somebody offer. Now doing new love interviews. Why is it in reverse? Clarify. Who is this is not doing any love? Why is new love interviews in reverse? Now doing new love interviews. Knight of Swords with the moon at the bottom of the deck. Capricorn could be dealing with an Aquarius. Libra, Gemini. With the moon, Five of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Whoever this is, their heart chakra activated. Their heart chakra is open. But it's like somebody going after something, and I feel like, in secret. With the moon, Five of Pentacles to the Three of Wands. I feel like somebody finna leave somebody out in the cold. I want to say low key, but somebody walking away from somebody, like, but they keep, it's like somebody keeping something, or like somebody trying to, take some swift action, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of determination to possibly, you know what I'm saying, like, I want to say fuck around and find out. Because it's like somebody, it may be, somebody trying to make somebody feel as though it's something that they're not seeing, or that somebody, possibly got somebody else and that's why they haven't heard from them, or, haven't seen them or talked to them or nothing like that since they moved on. And it's like somebody, possibly even feeling like that's something that they not able to find out, or they afraid of, what may come of the fact that they going back towards somebody possibly that they walked away from, or that walked away from them. You know what I'm saying? Or that they chose somebody over, somebody else over. Like some insecurities, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody could have even went back to somebody, from their past, you know what I'm saying? Just out of the fact that they were insecure about, what was going on, or what they felt like, was going to be found out, or what you saw or something like that, or what you were going to, what they were afraid of you finding out about, or not knowing if you know about it. You know what I'm saying, with the moon. Because this is like fear. You know what I'm saying, is what I'm getting. And it could just be fear, of not knowing, what it is that they can expect, coming forward, because they don't know if you're going to reject them or lead them out in the cold like they did you. But Three of Wands, like, this was a lesson learned. Yeah, not to listen to outside people, and go towards your, what makes you happy with the Emperor. Yeah. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Wands. To the lovers at the bottom of the deck, I cannot make it up. Like, whatever it is, this person still find you to be attractive. They still find themselves, compelled to come towards you. Like, this is, a lover. This is your person. Okay? But this is also, somebody that feel like, this is also about choices. You know what I'm saying? In the victory. The Ace of Cups. Got the lovers at the bottom of the deck. With the victory. Ace of Cups. And of course, especially after this cycle, this old cycle done ended out with the old, in with the new. So something, was a thing of the past. What's the King of Swords with the Queen of Wands? Clarify the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Wands. What's the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Wands? Clarify the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Wands. And this person could have been in the closet the whole time when it came to them, not just on a sexual situation, but it could be the fact that this person was in the closet the whole time about what they really wanted to do, or what they really wanted, from you or with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they may have kept it to themselves, or they were, wishful thinking. You know what I'm saying? But not taking action. What's the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Wands? Because somebody knows somebody to be faithful. They do. But at the same time, it's like you still have to, play your role. You still have to stand in your, stay in your lane, or play your role in something if you want something to be something that you can find to be a solid investment. Like, you can't say something ain't a solid investment if you ain't doing your part. What's the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Wands? That shit is only as good as what you put into it. If you put some bullshit into it, you'll get some bullshit back. And that's just how the universe is. It's all of what you put into it. What's the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Wands? What's the Knight of Swords? Nose issue. What's the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Got the Hangman. Somebody, like I said, finding better solutions to the problem. You know what I'm saying? Make sacrifices for your higher self. You gotta let something go. You gotta let some shit fall away. You know what I'm saying? If you want something new to come from something, you know what I'm saying? If you want something better to upgrade for some people is different. You know, it's like being real. Everybody real ain't appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Some folks real ain't what some people looking for. You know what I'm saying? Especially if your real is stepping on somebody else's damn toes. You know what I'm saying? They don't really like your real until you know what I'm saying? If you saying some foul shit about them or speaking up and telling them something, you know, they already know about themselves, but they ain't doing nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? They don't like that kind of real. Some people like, man, it's hard to find real people. It's gonna be hard to keep real people around you if they end up stepping on your damn toes. So you got to be mindful of what it is you want. If you want real, a real motherfucker ain't gonna you. If you want somebody real, appreciate them when you have them, cause it's plenty of people out here to lie to your ass all day long. I mean, they can do that shit all day. They do it for sport. Shit, some people do it for game. So got to be mindful of having real people around you that will speak their mind, not just on themselves and other people, but your ass too. But it's for your growth. You know what I'm saying? But they gain a new perspective. You got the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the Chariot, the Knight of Wands. Like somebody coming in with a lot of passion, you know, a lot of determination, a lot of bravery. You know, especially with the Chariot when they know they're going to have to face some things, you know what I'm saying? Somebody going to have to face, you know, the music. But they, you know, willing to deal with the chaos when they tell people, you know, hey, I'm done. I mean, it's a wrap. They know they're going to have to stand their ground. They know you standing yours. So at this point, they're going to have to accept coming towards you is going to come with you being on your shit. You know what I'm saying? But they prepared to go on this journey and deal with that because this is something they may have put in motion with you. You didn't do it. I mean, I'm saying they made you have to stand your ground with them. And that's not, you know what I'm saying, that's not unheard of with an empress. That's for your emperor to do. But at the end of the day, shit, if your emperor ain't emperor, shit, you gonna have to empress your ass off around here. You know what I'm saying? Like Young Bleed said, round here, yeah, round here, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna end it here. Collective. This person want to marry my collective, but what he gonna do? What she gonna do? They want to marry the collective. What it's gonna be? Show us what it's gonna be. Do they want to marry the collective? I feel like it's something they keeping, you know, to themselves. Yeah. That's too many, child. Does this person want to marry the collective? This Knight of Pentacles. Got the Eight of Cups in reverse came out. They want to marry you. Got the Magician at the bottom of the deck. A whole nother yes. But this is somebody that, like I said, they could be wanting to achieve some type of peace with you, you know, when it comes to forgiveness, recovering, you know what I'm saying, acceptance. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, you got the Magician at the bottom of the deck with the King of Wands. Four Swords. To the High Priestess. Yeah. Like somebody know you protecting your peace. Like somebody want to, you know what I'm saying, call a truce. Like they want to, you know, come to some type of, you know, peace with you, you know, especially after what they see now. After trusting their intuition or, you know, knowing that you know what I'm saying, like they ain't no secrets around here. especially if you already know what it is. But I'm gonna end it here. Just cause. First, middle, last initial H can be significant. Shit. Next card. When you said goodbye, I didn't think it was for good. See what happened. When you said goodbye, somebody didn't think you meant for good. But like I said, don't fuck around and find out. But I'm going to end it here, collective. You guys, make sure you do something nice for someone today. Even if you don't know them. All right? Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for me on your way out. Until next time. Mwah. I love you. Bye.